What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam, hope you guys are doing phenomenal tonight, man. Hope you guys have all had a great Friday. Hope you guys are ready for a great weekend, and hope you guys are ready for another live 2023 fantasy football draft through Underdog Fantasy. We are hopping into the big board Superflex tonight, going to throw together a Superflex squad. Excited as ever to be here with you guys. Excited as ever to hop into another draft. So hit that like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button, of course, if you guys are new to the channel. But most importantly, hop in the live chat. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know what's popping. Any NFL topics, any fantasy football topics, redraft, dynasty, best ball, whatever it may be. Let me know in the live chat and we'll get right into it. So I'm going to enter the lobby in like 1 minute. I got like no sleep last night, so I definitely want to try and get this going as quick as possible. So at 10:52 p.m. Eastern time, I'll go ahead and hop in, see what the lobby's looking like, see how many open spots there are. If there's not that many, I'll just back out and wait another minute or two and then re-enter, try and get as many open spots as possible. But ultimately, I'm excited to draft tonight. Last time we hopped into, it was literally 2 nights ago when we did our last Superflex mock, draft. I did not like the way my team turned out from the 1.12. All right, wow, I cannot talk. There's 8 open spots at the moment. Guys, if you want to join tonight's draft, go do exactly what I just did, right? If you're on the home screen, right here, click NFL. Click the big board Superflex, 30 seconds per pick, and then hit enter, and you should enter the same lobby as myself. So let me know in the live chat if you do enter and if you're drafting with me tonight. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out tonight, spending part of your night here on the channel, here on the stream tonight. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are looking forward to fantastic weekend. We got J-Dubs in the house. How we doing, man? You drafting tonight, my dude? Thomas, what's going on, man? Hello. Hope work is going well for you. Appreciate you stopping in while you're working. And, yeah, man. I'm hoping for an early pick in tonight's mock. Wow, I keep saying mock. Tonight's draft. Last time we drafted, like I said, I had the 1.12, and I just did not like. I mean, we got a lot of good skill position players, but my quarterbacks were, like, very, very questionable overall. So all right, 2 spots open here, 1 spot open. Let's see if it fills. Thomas, surprised Allen picked Moore over Mahomes. I picked Josh Allen. Yeah, I'm actually, the way most of our mocks have gone, we see Mahomes off the board first. So I am 6 votes so far for the poll, but yeah, Josh Allen up 67% to Mahomes. We'll see how it shapes out by the end of the draft, or end of the stream, I should say. Excuse me, Michael. Coming in hot. Let's do it, bro. Oh, man, I got the 1.10. Let's go. We got myself, J-Dubs, and Michael all in a row. I love it. This is going to be fun, actually. I wanted an early pick, but I'm not even mad I got the 1.10 because this is just going to be hilarious. All 3 of us right next to each other. It's going to be a ton of fun. So, J-Dubs says this is rigged. Let's go, man. Let's go. This is going to be a ton of fun. All right, so draft is starting in 20 seconds. All right, let me know what you guys are up to, man. Like I said, any NFL topics, any fantasy football topics, redraft, dynasty, best ball, whatever. Let's get into it, man. And we'll definitely try and create an active strategy while we run through tonight's draft as well. Not really a ton of NFL news today. We had an update on Joe Mixon being recharged with aggravated menacing by the city of Cincinnati. So that case essentially was closed. This was something that happened before the playoff game with the Bills, if I'm not mistaken. The case was closed as apparently they wanted more time to gather evidence and revisit this case. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm not going to lie. I didn't have a lot of time to look into this today. But it was reopened. So it's probably not good. Now, is this... Let me know in the chat. Is this the whole waving the gun like thing at a woman or whatever? I think it is. I think it is. Yeah. Okay, so it's not a third Joe Mixon thing to pop up. It's not a great situation. And we've already had large speculation that Mixon will be out of there. Well, out of Cincinnati going into next season. So that's like the big news, so to speak, today. But it's, you know. All right, I'm taking a quarterback here. I was just praying that T-Law would fall out. But he's nowhere close. I'm going to go Tua here. I know it's interesting, but I'm going to go Tua here. Man, I wanted Trevor Lawrence to fall out so badly. Yeah, I mean, Deshaun Watson, Prescott, Tua time. I'm going to take Tua there. You know, I could just see some big games at the end of the season as the tournament really starts to heat up. Sorry, my phone is like going off every time something happens in this draft, so that's coming through the audio. I apologize, guys. Watson, Prescott, Danny Dimes. All right, I'm going to go Prescott here. I'm going double quarterback tonight. Don't care what happens. Tom, so I look forward to this time every day. Nice little end to the workday. I appreciate that, man. Glad to have you here at the end of your workday. Glad to have you in the streams, my guy. Chase, what's going on, my dude? Great to have you in the house. What's up? What's up? Wish I could do Underdog in my state. I wish you could, too. I'm sure within time you will be able to. Ben, what's going on, my guy? Hello, hello. Richie James to Kansas City. Yeah, I like the pickup. That's a good, you know, we talked about how there wasn't a lot of updates today. That did happen, and I do like that pickup quite a bit for the Chiefs. I liked Richie James last season, what he was able to do with the Giants. And he was the odd man out. Like Darius Slayton's back, right? Isaiah Hodgins is back. Even Sterling Shepard is back with the Giants. And the only one who didn't get re-signed was Richie James, who had a nice season with them, especially towards the end of the year. But yeah, I think it's a great fit for that offense. And I mean, we've got Kadarius Toney there, we've got MVS there, we've got Sky Moore there, and they're all relatively injury-prone wide receivers. So I think it's a really good fit. His shares are definitely going to go up. I think it's going to be a good value at the end of drafts. But we'll kind of see, you know, do the Chiefs draft another receiver? How does the rest of the offseason look? But right now, I do think you'll see him rise up in ADP, and especially in underdog drafts, like where we have 20 rounds, right? Let's see here. Yeah, it's a good call out, Ben and J Dubs. Thomas, no, this is not a dynasty format. No, best ball would not be, never have a dynasty format in best ball. Ben, I'm scooping him round 20 for now. Well, we have 20 rounds. He's been undrafted almost half the tournament. Yeah, that's a good update. Won't be surprised with 3 of us in here if he goes a little bit earlier tonight. But yeah, I mean, getting Richie James in the 3rd round while you can, I think is, or excuse me, 20th round, I think is really nice. I love that, man. All right, I need to decide what I want to do with this next pick. I'm very tempted to take another quarterback. But being that there's 3 teams on the board right now without a quarterback, I won't be surprised. I mean, like Goff and Geno sitting here, especially Goff, I would really like as a 3rd quarterback. I'm really tempted to go with another QB. Just because the last draft we did was so awful at quarterback. But there's so many skill position players I like sitting here. I knew Amon-Ra was not going to make it to pick 34, but if he did, I would have. I mean, there's no way I'm going to pass up Amon-Ra. Even a Superflex draft at the end of the 3rd round. I mean, not even close. But yeah, a great value, in my opinion, at 3.7 right there. Love that. Yeah, I think Richie James, a great late round flyer. I think it's a great call by you guys, 100%. To keep an eye on Team 1 with Mahomes there. See if he tries to get some late action stacking or not. All right, Goff still on the board. Geno on the board. Dangerous on the board. Derek Carr on the board. Looking at the top quarterbacks still available. Looking at you, J-Dubs and Michael. There goes Russ. And Thomas. Thomas, I did it for you, bro. Walker's off the board. Dang it, I wanted Breece Hall too. I really wanted to see if I could get Walker and Breece Hall at pick 39. But I'm not surprised whatsoever that J-Dub scoops him up right there. It's a good pick, man. Good pick for sure. I think I am going to go with another receiver or running back right here. I like it, J-Dubs. I like it tonight, my guy. All right, give me Devonta Smith here. Thomas, I was just wondering at first why you took 2 quarterbacks, but it's best ball. Yeah, it's best ball format, but it's a super flex format. So I don't know why I'm getting so many updates through my phone during this draft right now, but it's all good. So yeah, I mean, we've got 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, tight end, super flex spot, regular flex spot, 12 bench players. I like this tournament a lot personally. I do. Albert, what's going on, my guy? How we doing? Hello. Jacob's time to play. Tightrope walking. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I did last draft, right? I was really hoping somehow Kyler would fall. I mean, I just think getting Kyler as a 3rd quarterback is beautiful. I do. It's interesting when we look at the top 3 teams, right? Mahomes, Allen, Hurts. And both of those teams right now sitting without a 2nd quarterback. And I mean, I would imagine if you're able to get those top tier guys, maybe Burrow or even Fields, you could potentially argue. But especially Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Burrow. And the team that has Burrow 1.4 has Cousins and Rodgers. So not really making sense for this argument. But if you have those top tier guys, like the Superflex spot is still very important. But you're in a position where, like, you can take more of a gamble, I think, because you've got that consistency just locked up at the QB1 spot. And Mahomes, Allen, and Hurts, for the most part, are going to be healthy, right? I mean, Mahomes, a little bit the ankle injury last year. Allen, the elbow issue. Potential, was there a shoulder issue with Allen or just the elbow? Anyways, Hurts with the shoulder injury, so... But, you know, all of them played, 15 games at least last season? So I just think you can take more of a gamble there. I mean, you see those first 3 teams really loading up at skill position players. So it's interesting looking at 1.1 through 1.3 in this tournament. I mean, you think about guys like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Brock Purdy, guys you can take a little bit later. If J-Dubs doesn't snatch them all up. I think you can take a pretty big gamble there. So, yeah, DK's off the board. Is he? Wait, no, DK's still available. He's still available. He's the top rated player, though. He probably won't be available by the time I draft again. Godfather, what's going on, my guy? Hello. Just hopping in and say, hey, hope y'all are doing well. Right back at you, my guy. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. Always good to see you, my dude. Yeah, there goes Metcalf at the 5.2. Ben, 4th round, Tyler Algier, Galaxy Brain. I like Algier. I do. Yeah, 2 young running backs there in Bijan and Algier for Team 1. So we'll see where Team 3 goes here. Goes Najee Harris. So, yeah, you see those first 3 teams continuing through the first 5 rounds to just select 1 quarterback. It's going to be – I'm very interested to see how that plays out. All right, where do I want to go with this next pick? Quarterbacks are starting to dry out a little bit here. J-Lo's gone. I can't decide if I want to go receiver or running back here. Second tight end off the board is Mark Andrews at 5.6. I was kind of hoping D-Hop would fall out here. T-Hawk's gone. I'm going to take my boy. I think he's going to take a step forward next year. Give me DJ Moore. I know who you're drafting, Michael. Just do it, bro. I'm interested to see what you decide on here, J-Dubs. I love the fact that we're all drafting next to each other. Trey Lance. So there's an interesting conversation for you guys. Trey Lance seen working out with Patty Mahomes. Had some good throws too. Any merit there whatsoever? Or nothing at all? Ben, I like Algier too, but I'm getting him in rounds 9, 10, 11, not 4, but maybe he's a time traveler. Could be true. Could be true. Oh, Michael put me in an interesting position. Yeah, we definitely have seen Algier fall back quite a bit. That's for sure. I like the Richardson pick. Going for some upside. All right, give me Christian Kirk here. Love the receiving core. Drake London sitting there really like as well. Really like as well. But I'll take Kirk here. It's my guy. Chase, how do you feel about Mark Andrews? I'm pretty concerned about Mark Andrews right now. I'm not going to lie. I mean, all things considered, still had a good year last year. You know? What was it, your tight end 3? Yep. No, tight end 4 in PPR. So you had Kelsey, Hawkinson. Who was 3? Dang, Kittle finished as 3. Kittle always does that, man. Just has like those massive games at the end of the year and just like moves up. I thought he was 4. Anyways, tight end 4 last year, but the second half of the year was just abysmal. I mean, 10 points in week 17. If you started him in the championship, you at least got some merit. But yeah, it was just rough, man. I mean, week 7 through week 16, Mark Andrews did not score more than 6.3 fantasy points. No, I'm wrong. I'm looking at standard scoring. I'm so sorry. So it wasn't as bad. He gave you double digits weeks 11, 12, and 17. That's my mistake. But week 7 through 17 only gave you double digits 3 times. So most of his, scoring came in the first 6 weeks. He did give you 10 or more fantasy points in 5 of those 6 games, 3.5 against the Bills in week 4. And 22 or more points in 4 of those 6 games. And, that's like when you had the feeling like, oh, yeah, this is why I drafted Mark Andrews. And then, and part of it's not Andrews' fault at all. Like, Lamar was hurt. The offense, I don't know. I'm so happy they have a new offensive coordinator, even if Lamar is not going to be there. But the big question mark for Mark Andrews right now, no pun intended, is who's going to be throwing him the football? What does the chemistry look like? What does the offense look under a new offensive coordinator? I'm just concerned that he's going to take a step back. But at the same time, you could easily argue, regardless of who the quarterback is, that this offense focuses heavily on Mark Andrews. But we're seeing Andrews and mock drafts go anywhere from the end of the second all the way through the 5th or 6th round. It just depends on who you're drafting with and when that run, so to speak, at tight end happens. So it's just tough, man. I don't feel great about his current ADP. It's kind of like Kyle Pitts last year. I get why you would draft Kyle Pitts last season, but where he was going off the board, I just didn't like the risk in terms of value because, going in last season, we had Mariota as a starting quarterback, and I just didn't feel confident in that, And I just have a queasy feeling at the end of the day when it comes to that offense. Now, if Lamar is back, all of this goes out the window. And Mark Andrews is easily still a top 5 tight end, but I still like Hawkinson a hair more. Kittle is worth the upside. Injury risk, I still recommend drafting a second tight end with Kittle towards the end of your draft. I like Goddard more as well. And obviously Kelsey. I mean, that's, shouldn't even have to say that. Kelsey's number 1. But, yeah, I don't know. A little queasy on Andrews, and I just don't want to spend the draft capital on him. I'd rather go Cole Kmet late. I'd rather go Evan Ingram late, I'd rather take a gamble and just go like Dawson Knox and Greg Dulcich, Pat Freiermuth. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, if he falls back enough, right, the value changes, but I don't feel great. I don't. All right, where do I want to go with this next pick? I'm going to take Monty off the board. Get my second running back here. J-Dub's going for the upside, goes Gibbs. I like it. Michael, what are we doing right here, my dude? All right, so I'm sitting here with Tua, Prescott, Kenneth Walker, Monty, Devonta Smith, DJ Moore, and Christian Kirk. I like this start tonight. What's going on, Taylor? Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping in. What's going on, huh? Hello, hello. I love the Lockett pick right there, Michael. J-Dubs goes with J-Mo. Hey, I love the upside. Love the upside. I'm taking my boy Brock Purdy. Let's do it. Let's take our third quarterback. You know what the biggest risk, I almost went JSN there, by the way. It was very close to going JSN, actually over Monty. But we don't know bye weeks yet. That's always like the biggest slap in the face is if you throw together. That's why you really like it. As you're entering underdog drafts right now, you really just want to get different exposure throughout your different teams, because if you get slapped with the, too many teams on the same bye weeks, like, especially at quarterback in the Superflex format, right? It's just a huge bummer. All right, quarterbacks really drying out. Mac and Cheese, Sam Howell, Ryan Tannehill, Baker, Will Levis, the Brisket, Gardner Minshew, Hendon Hooker, Huntley, White, Darnold, Malik Willis, Zappy, Trask, Heineke. Those are your options right now. And there goes Mac Jones. It's getting interesting. J-Dub says either the team smashes or crashes at this point. It's a fun team, man. Yeah, get that exposure mixed up. Chase, hard to get an idea of how high he should be targeted in drafts. Yeah, like I said, the biggest factor there is Lamar going to be back or not. So he's going to be kind of in limbo throughout the rest of this offseason until that gets sorted out, right? Which is hopefully soon. Like we talked about this the other night. Like, I just want the Lamar Jackson situation to be over with. I just want us to know what's going to happen. Just really want us to know. But it's probably going to take a little bit of time. Jadis, my team has all the same buys. I'd rather have all my buys at once. Yeah, and I mean, even if you have one bad week, you can recover from it. It's actually not the end of the world. But all right, trying to take a look ahead here. Oh, yeah. All right, so Team 1 went with Pickett and Howell. That kind of works out. Team 2 goes with Stroud. Team 3 goes with Garoppolo. Those are all pretty decent values behind Mahomes, Allen, and Hurts. Especially Team 1 having Mahomes, Pickett, and Howell. I actually kind of like that. Mike Evans gone. Man, I might draft Charbonnet here. Might do it. Baker's gone, and quarterback's drying up. There goes Akers. Had him on my queue. I think I'm going to try and go running back at 106. I think Rashad White's a great pick there. Will Levis gone. Yeah, really happy I took Purdy at 8.3. Tannehill, Brissett, Minshew, your top 3 quarterbacks available. Ooh, I'm really tempted to go Charbonnet here. Oh no, there's some good players sitting here. Charbonnet just sounds like fun. Cooks is gone. Oh, dang it. All right, give me my boy Pacheco. Let's do it. Yeah, Charbonnet sniped. J-Dub's picking up Tannehill. Smart pick for you. Michael probably about to take 2 players off my queue. There's one. Good pick. I like Connor there at the 9.12. There's 2. I like Dotson right there as well. Give me Hollywood here. Let's do it. I love that. I love Hollywood in the 10th round. Let's go. Love that. I like this team a lot more tonight. Ben, Team 1's a phenomenal draft besides Algier. That must have been a misclick. It could have been. Mahomes, Lamb, Bijan, Algier, Debo, Pickett, Kittle, Pickens, Howe. Yep. Very, very good build so far. I agree with you. I like this team so much more than the team we drafted the other night. There goes Cook. All right, so this is half PPR. Receiving touchdowns, rushing touchdowns are both 6 points. Passing are 4. I want to have a pretty decent running back room. But I already liked, Walker, Monty, and Pacheco I think is a good start. Yeah, I'm feeling okay about this team so far. Chase has nice value on Hollywood. Yeah, I was actually surprised. J-Dubs and Michael. I thought one of you guys might pick him up. I love Kamara in the 10th round. And the Jamal Williams pick behind him is really smart. Although the Saints could easily draft a running back. But, yeah, I just think in a best ball format, the risk is that Kamara misses the entire season. But if Kamara misses 8 games, for example, and you have him down the stretch fully healthy, there's just a ton of value in drafting him in the 10th round. Ben, yours looks great too. Appreciate that. Value on Hollywood is crazy. I love that pick there in the 10th round, for sure. J-Dubs, I thought the field would have pushed quarterback up more this draft. Yeah. There are some pretty decent values at the end of the 3rd and beginning of the 4th and even in the 5th. A lot of good value here. Williams, Sutton, Freiermuth, Dillon, Thomas, Schultz off the board. Ben, he'll be going 2 rounds earlier after Hopkins is gone. Yeah, right? I think it's pretty safe to assume that Hopkins is already gone, right? J-Dubs got to stack Treylon. That's true. I like that. Otherwise, it would have been Hollywood. Yeah, go get your stack. I'm good at that. Taylor says, love the Hollywood book. Yeah, or Hollywood pick. I'm happy we landed it, man. Coast to Coast, what's up, my guy? Hello, hello. Hope you're doing good as well. All right, I'm getting a little queasy. I'm going to take Cole Kmet here. Just lock of a tight end. Yeah, Michael and J-Dubs. Oh, Michael's got Kelsey. Never mind. You guys make me nervous. I'm torn on this next pick, man. Brian Robinson, a great pick at 11.12. Love that pick, man. They're like... See, I almost wish I kind of just... Oh, never mind. Okay. Michael, I had a conundrum here, okay? Kenneth Gainwell or Alan Lazard. But you fixed my conundrum for me. So I was hoping maybe I go Gainwell there and Lazard somehow falls out. It wouldn't have happened anyways. But yeah, I almost went Lazard and Gainwell. But I'm happy I picked up my tight end there. I'm okay with that. Especially with J-Dubs taking Dawson Knox off the board. But, you know, Michael, as much as you snipe me, that snipe actually helps out a little bit. You know, just pull the Band-Aid off, right? Zay Jones are great value there, 12.5. Jacoby Myers, Jacoby Myers starting to sneak up on my draft boards a little bit. Just a teensy bit. KJ Osborne, a good pick. Starting to see a little bit of a run at receiver. Juju Smith-Schuster gone. Someone's got to catch footballs for the New England Patriots this season. I think all those guys good values, including Allen Lazard. I think a lot of good receiver value here in the 12th round. Ben, I agree. At this point, I've been drafting Hopkins like he's a free agent 100%. And I don't care where Hopkins ends up. Unless it's the Patriots or the Ravens, then don't get me wrong. Like, Hopkins had quarterbacks we'd never even heard of throwing him the football at points last season. So, like, he can produce no matter what. And him and Colt McCoy had a good connection, too. But, yeah, I don't necessarily really care where D-Hop lands, but I don't like the Patriots or the Ravens right now. If Lamar is back with the Ravens, that's a different story. But I just feel like those are two teams where receivers go to, like, die off. So I don't know. But D-Hop is D-Hop. It realistically probably won't matter. Yeah, the Texans, another good point, Ben. I mean, definitely will be interesting to see where D-Hop lands, for sure. Box and then Jack, what's up, my guy? Hello, hello. Michael J-Dubs, how you guys feeling so far about your drafts? I'm happy with my draft so far, in case you guys are wondering. Got to get some more receiver and running back depth here. Gonna have to take a flyer, tight end. But I feel pretty good overall. Feel much better than the last Superflex team we threw together. Even having Tua, Dak, and Purdy as my quarterbacks, like, there are injury issues with all three of those guys. But we picked from the 1.10. I feel like we've already done it. The first Superflex draft we did for the year here, I think we picked from the 1.10 and we got T-Law. You're not going to see that happen again. Not even, like, there's just no way. Man, running backs, like, really, really dried up. There goes Mostart. There goes Gibson. I would have definitely considered Gibson at 154. Greg Dulcich, I think a great pick there. I'm going to go DPJ here. I just think he's a good value. Once again, I'm getting, like, an update from Underdog, like, every other second. So sorry if you guys keep hearing my phone go off. Ooh, I'm a little torn with what to do with this next pick. There's 2 or 3 players I like here. Zeke's off the board. Zeke was actually one of them. I like Zeke right now in best ball. Just at his value. All right, I'm going to go Adam Thielen here. Don't ask me why. Gives me Devonta Smith, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, Hollywood Brown, DPJ, and Adam Thielen. I'm okay with that. I mean, we got quite a few rounds left, right? We got 7 picks left. Or wait. 7 or 6? 6 picks left. So, I went to pick up another tight end. I mean, I could throw a dart at quarterback. I mean, we're looking at players who you're hoping play like 3 or 4 games. And you know, potentially get a desperate fill-in if something bad happens, you know. But I think I might just finish out at 1 tight end, 2 running backs, 3 receivers. I think that's what I'm going to go for here. I think that'll be all right. I think Romeo Dobbs is a good value in the 14th. J-Dub says, I like it. My skill positions are excellent. Yeah, I mean, that's the advantage both you and Michael got tonight. Michael didn't go quarterback to the 3rd. You didn't go quarterback to the 5th. So you guys got some good value early on. Thomas, there are in-stream ads. So that does happen. Michael, besides quarterback, I feel great. Goff and Carr, I mean, the ceiling's not super high, but... Yeah, and it's like at this point, do you even draft another quarterback? Zeke the Bengal. Yeah, so there's a little bit of speculation, right? Ezekiel Elliott spotted at the Bengals facility. Interesting update. We'll see if it turns to anything. Might as well get Mike White. Yeah, that's actually a decent point, J-Dubs. That's actually a decent point. All right, into the 15th round we go. I'm feeling okay right now. A lot of players sitting here that I like. Gotta love that late round value. I kind of want to take another running back, but Jaylen Warren's a good value there. I might just hold off a running back for now. Pick a rookie or two. But I don't know how long I can hold off. That's the problem. Here goes Mayer. Irv Smith. Robinson. I do like Robinson, but a little bit worried with him coming off that injury. And like I mean, I like all the Giants receivers to a degree, but you just have to admit it's a very crowded wide receiver room right now, which is a good thing for the offense, but not a great thing for fantasy necessarily. All right, I'm just scrolling down. Was MVS. I'm going to take Josh Downs off the board. Give me a rookie receiver. Guy I really like. I like Alec Pierce there. He was honestly the other player I was taking a look at. I think I just go receiver, running back here. I'm kind of tempted to take a tight end. No, the Mike White pick is gone. And Sammy D. Those are good picks for you, Michael, honestly. Sitting there with just Goff and Carr. Like it just gives you a potential placeholder, you know. All right, I'm going to go Devin Singletary here. I think there's some likelihood he does vulture some touchdowns next year. So, I mean, as my 5th running back off the board, I'll take it. Why not? Who's taking Richie James? Honestly, I like Richie James. We talked about that earlier in the stream, but I kind of want to see where he goes. Which might not be smart, but kind of want to see where he goes. Slayton is the better Giants player around 1920. Yeah, I like Darius Slayton a lot. I agree. I like Hodgins too. Showed a lot of good chemistry in the red zone with Danny Dimes. So, I like him as well. Man, how do you guys feel about Hunter Renfrow? He's going super late right now. ADP is 196. A little bit of a run at tight end here. There goes Renfrow. I feel like he could gain some traction with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. I don't know if you guys agree. Get back to that form we saw 2 years ago. Man, there are a lot of good values on rookies right now. A lot of good values. At both receiver and running back. And, I mean, even tight end for that matter. I was kind of hoping Michael Carter would fall out, but we'll survive. There's so many rookie running backs available. All right, Paris Campbell. Speaking of the Giants receivers, didn't even bring him up. There's like so many receivers on the team at this point, including Darren Waller. Saquon catches the ball. Yeah, there's just so many good rookie running backs coming out of this class. I'm like slowly tossing together this queue. Top quarterback on the board is Hendon Hooker. You got Tyler Huntley, Malik Willis, Bailey Zappi, Kyle Trask, Heineke, Andy Dalton. It is possible that Andy Dalton gets some playing time. Ben says, my opinion, I like Randall too. Just tough this year. Randall's more talented. Yeah, I like his upside. I just worry about him coming off the injury. But I agree with you. Like I said, I like all those Giants receivers to a degree. I just really wonder how the target share kind of shakes out. All right, I need another tight end, so give me Hayden Hurst here. Tight end's really starting to dry up. I think Noah Fant is the best available tight end. I don't know. I like Cade Otton as a late round pick too. Just depends on how long Baker's a starter. But I mean, Baker had a quick and good chemistry with Higbee last season. I think something similar could happen with Otton, who I like a lot as a young tight end. Taylor's going to the Chiefs. Yes. Richie James is. Yep. Renfro's a floor play, little to no upside, in my opinion, but could be wrong. Yeah, I think you could get back to like just a consistent, like 10 to 12 point areas is what I would like to see. But I agree that the upside is probably not massive. I don't love the Hendon Hooker pick. I don't even know if Hooker's going to play this year. But Tua, Prescott, Purdy, all injury issues. It maybe just gives me some stability. I don't love that pick because, truthfully, I probably need to go with one more running back, even maybe two more running backs and another receiver, vice versa, two receivers, one running back, either way. But why not? Why not? Renfro fits some builds nicely, particularly stacked with Jimmy, absolutely. And I think that's what... Yeah, this team has Jimmy Garoppolo, so it was a smart pick there for sure. I didn't pay attention to any stacking tonight. It's probably a problem, but it doesn't necessarily make or break you. Yeah, I've got no stacks going at all. At all. Doesn't necessarily break your squad, but it can help a lot. Hooker could be a starter at some point this year, depending on landing spot. Ben says, hopefully he can recover smoothly from ACL. Yeah, I don't hate him in the 18th round there. See what happens. Ben says, I agree. I think Otton's a great sleeper. I love Cade Otton at the end of drafts. Best ball in Dynasty. Startup mock drafts. I love Cade Otton right now. Really, really do. Like Cedric Tillman, just super far back in this draft. I mean, Rashee Rice. So many rookie running backs on the board, too. I like Daniel Bellinger as a late round tight end as well. Darnell Washington just goes off the board. There goes Zach Evans. Let's get some. I mean, you got Chase Brown, Dwayne McBride, Deuce Vaughn, McIntosh, Evan Hull all sitting here. Like, mean, it largely depends on the landing spots, but I love all these prospects right now. So I've got, let's see, 5 running backs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 receivers. It's tough. I think I go 1 rookie running back and go with another receiver here. Chuba Hubbard, Ronald Jones, Clyde Edwards-Helaire gone. There goes Richie James at the 19.8. I was wondering when he was going to go. I think I'm taking Darius Slayton here. I think he's my final receiver, since we talked about the Giants receivers all night. And then I'll just take whatever rookie running back is there at 231. Unless J-Dubs and Michael only exclusively draft rookie running backs. But we'll take Slayton. I think it's a great value at 19.10. But yeah, Dwayne McBride, Deuce Vaughn, McIntosh, Evan Hull all sitting right here. I'd be happy with any of these guys, truthfully. I've got Cedric Tillman, Rashee Rice, and Sterling Shepard also on my board. And Robert Woods as well. Let's be honest, I don't know. I mean, what we saw with Bobby Trees on the Titans last year, I'm not super confident. Like, there's a ton of merit to what we're going to see with him on the Texans this coming season. But at the moment, I don't even know if he's really the wide receiver 1 on paper, to be honest. I'm going to go with Evan Hull here, but I love Deuce Vaughn, McIntosh, McBride all sitting here. I hope they all get drafted. I love this draft tonight. I like this draft 1,000 times better than the last Superflex draft we ran. Tua time, Prescott, Brock Purdy, Hooker, Kenneth Walker, Monty, Pacheco, Gainwell, Devin Singletary, Evan Hull, Devonta Smith, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, Hollywood Brown, DPJ, Adam Thielen, Josh Downs, Darius Slayton, Cole Kmet, and Hayden Hurst. Yeah. I like the team a lot tonight. We like to think we know stacks in April, but before draft and trade deadline, anything can happen. 100% true, Ben. It's a good point. Besides Bijan, do you think the top rookie running backs will be starters right away or at least some point this season? It largely depends on where they land. Charbonnet and Gibbs, I think, will get playing time very early on. But Acme and Tucker, I mean, I really think that next tier, it's going to depend on the landing spot for sure. But this draft class so loaded at running backs, I think we could see a multitude of running backs. I mean, like Dameon Pierce, for example, last year. Like when he got drafted to the Texans, like in my opinion, he was an obvious RB1, but it still took a little bit of time, right? Tyler Algier, when he went to the Falcons, in my opinion, was a very good pathway that the Falcons just utilized like so many running backs last year. But by the end of the year, we finally saw that get going as well. So like it can just largely depend on the landing spot. Like Pierce and Algier weren't as high for me before the draft. I mean, I liked them, but because I went to those respective teams, I like them a lot more. So, but Charbonnet and Gibbs, yeah, definitely. Taylor says McBride for me out of all those. I love McBride as well. I like Evan Hull though, so I'm happy with him right there. Yeah, I think Charbonnet will get large playing time right away. Jacob says, this was a tightrope for me. I think my team turned out well. Miami would be a great landing spot for any running back. I definitely think they'll draft one, even with Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert re-sign. All right, so J-Dubs, we got Trey Lance, Richardson, Tannehill, Minshew. I mean, you got a lot of upside here, a lot of risk. But you went for skill position players over quarterback. We got C-Mac, Breece Hall, Gibbs, Wilson, Hunt, and Ford. I mean, C-Mac, Hall, and Gibbs could be really filthy. Pretty good values on Wilson, Hunt, and Ford, too. I mean, all picks 158 or later. Chase Olave, Williams, Burks, Quentin Johnston, Pierce, Mechie. A great receiver room. Dawson Knox, Jelani Woods, Kate Otten. Pretty good tight ends, too. But you were going for a make-or-break team. Hey, man, you got to get that different exposure up, right? Michael, we got Goff, Carr, White, Darnold. So, I mean, looking back, right, J-Dubs doesn't go quarterback till the 5th. Michael doesn't go quarterback till the 3rd and takes another one at the turn right there in the 4th. So, I mean, Goff and Carr, I think, will bring a lot of consistency, but I don't necessarily know how high the ceiling is, right? It's just like my last draft 2 nights ago where I'm relying on Geno Smith and Garoppolo, right? Running backs. No, I didn't even have. I think I have Geno Smith and Young. Like, yeah, that's right. I don't think I even got Jimmy G. I was from the 1.12. I mean, it's tough. J-Dub's at the 1.11. Michael at the 1.12. It's so very tempting to just go with the skill position players there. But Swift, Connor, Robinson, Zeke, McKinnon, a good running back room. Hill, Watson, Cooper, Lockett, Dotson, Lazard, Harmon, Parker, good receiver room. Kelsey, Johnson, Conklin. So like everything looks great here. And I still think Goff and Carr, like ceiling is not high, but you get consistency there. I actually like the team, Michael. I'll give you the nod over J-Dubs tonight. But J-Dubs, like you said, going for a make or break team, just going for upside here. And I mean, if Richardson and Lance work out for you, which is very, very risky, very, very risky. But if that works out, I think you're in a good position, right? Obviously. All right, so I've got Tua, Prescott, Purdy, Hendon Hooker. Picking from the 1.10, I'm not upset with that. I could have gone with Watson, Danny Dimes, Kirk Cousins, A-Rod, Goff, Carr, Wilson. I'm okay with Tua and Prescott. Kenneth Walker, Monty, Pacheco, Gainwell, Singletary, Evan Hull. I'm happy with the running back room. Devonta Smith, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, Hollywood Brown, DPJ, Thielen, Downs, and Slayton. I'm good at that. Cole Kmet, Hayden Hurst. Could have picked another tight end maybe, but I'm okay with the 2 tight end builds. So I feel okay tonight. Feel much, much better than the last squad we put together. Let's see. Ben, great stream tonight. Team looks good. I appreciate that, my dude. Appreciate you hanging out tonight, my guy. Yeah, I thought that was super fun, J-Dubs and Michael, that we were all right next to each other. That was pretty cool. Michael's team may be my favorite, says Ben. I think Michael had a great draft, especially picking from the 1.12. I think he had a great draft. I mean, I picked from the 1.12 2 nights ago, and I think my team was awful compared to Michael's. Let's see. I mean, I thought both of you guys drafted well tonight. It was a good draft overall, man. So, but yeah, J-Dubs, make or break it. Why not? Get that different exposure. Go for some upside. Michael, I think sometimes when you draft from the 1.12, like you just get a ton of good value fall to you. And I think through the first 14 rounds, like we really saw that. Kelsey, Hill, Goff, Carr, Watson, Cooper, Swift, Lockett, Connor, Dotson, B-Rob, Lazard, Zeke, Jawan Johnson. I just think a lot of good value there. And then I think he cleaned up pretty nicely at the end of the draft here too. So, yeah, man. Good drafting tonight, boys. Michael, I had to sacrifice quarterback. Yeah, that's fair. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for the night. I got to be up early tomorrow. I got to work tomorrow. So, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight, spending part of your night here on the channel. Hope you guys have a great start to your weekend. Hope you guys have a great and safe Friday night and Saturday. I should be on tomorrow. There's a slight chance I take tomorrow off, but I'll probably be on. So stay tuned. Stay posted on Discord. Even if I don't stream, we'll definitely run some off-air mocks. But I'll probably be on tomorrow. So just stay posted. But make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Check out the links down below. Follow us on Instagram. Join our Discord. All that good stuff. And just thank you guys so much for all you guys do for the community and continuing to support the channel throughout the off season. Of course, forgot to say this. If you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, you can double your first deposit up to $100, dollar by dollar, with promo code The Catch. Promo link in the description down below. It's on the screen for you as well. So, we'd love to have you guys in some future drafts with us. Ben, I don't have Twitter, just Instagram and Discord. Keeping it simple at the time, but might upgrade to Twitter at some point. Michael, appreciate you, man. Stream was better because you were here. Yeah, Thomas, I'm sorry. I'm sure Underdog and plenty other sports betting avenues will come open for Seattle sooner rather than later. Ben, I appreciate that. Yeah, all the links are down below. But yeah, trying to keep it pretty simplistic. I enjoy running the Instagram. I actually was on Twitter for a little bit last year, and it was just too much. I didn't enjoy having a Twitter for the channel, to be honest. Too many different directions. But it is important, so maybe we'll hop back on at some point. But all right, guys. Love you guys, man. Love this community. Love the Catch fam. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hit me up if you guys need anything. Thank you guys, everyone who came out tonight and hung out, talk fantasy. Thank you guys to those of you who drafted with me. And yeah, that's going to do it. So with that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on the Catch. And